I can say one thing about working in a haunted house, and that is actually working in a haunted house probably more scary than going through it.
Yeah, because you got to deal with drunk people that might punch you.
Well,
sure.
Yeah, there's that. But there are also, because with most haunted houses, it's not a steady stream of people. Most haunted houses there's maybe a couple people in a group, and then you wait a little bit, and then there's another couple people in a group.
Right.
So there are some points during a night where you're sitting alone in a fucking haunted house.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Listening, probably being able to hear other people being scared shitless.
Yeah, you can hear
Look at that deadly
screams.
premonition clue. What do you think?
I love it.
What do you think, Zach?
Also, I just realized that Heather's shadow is somehow being cast by her flashlights.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And then it disappears after a certain point.
Like, wait, this doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah, one thing I did not know. There's a bunch of flyers here for the other mascots in Lakeside Amusements. I find one of them right here.
Horse
apparently,
friend.
in addition to Robbie the Rabbit, there is Huey the Horse, Kathy the Kitty, and Dawn the Duck. Robbie's the only one that there's more than one mention of, and he also transcends games as a weird icon.
He's the Mickey of Silent Hill.
Basically, yeah. And then I got wrecked by some fucking everything. By everything charging the gate and just waiting for me to be there.
I will say... Go ahead, James.
I was just saying, as far as the haunted house, at least you didn't have to deal with that one with the sanitation issues because the people went through it naked.
No, I was not a part of...
What?
Was it Naked and Scared or something like that?
Well, Naked and Afraid was the name of a...
Naked and Afraid was the name of a Discovery Channel show.
Yeah, but there was also a haunted house, I think, that was named that as well.
Yeah, where basically you signed a waiver when you went in, you took off all your clothes.
Yep.
And then you did the haunted house.
Yeah.
And then there was an orgy at the end.
Yeah, no, I was not a part of that one. The haunted house I was a part of, though, it was set in a possibly legitimately haunted old prison. In fact, one of the most supposedly haunted places in West Virginia, the Moundsville Penitentiary. I worked there in a haunted house for a month. And you sit around waiting for people to spook. And I don't know if I believe in ghosts or not. I'm an imaginative person, and I know sometimes that gets to me. But some pretty weird shit happened in there that I don't know how to explain.
Did you decide to yell at them?
Who knows?
Did you yell at the ghosts until they stopped spooking you?
I did not yell at the ghosts. I think the weirdest thing that happened to me when I was working there is I was in a room with this pipe. And I looked over and the pipe was smoking, and I'm like, huh, that's weird, that probably shouldn't be happening, but I didn't really think too much about it, because it's a pipe, whatever, it's cold outside, it's probably steam. And then I was like, nothing in this prison is running anymore, that pipe shouldn't be connected to anything, it shouldn't be doing anything. So I touched it with a shovel I had, and then the steam stopped, and it never came back. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Somebody put dry ice in there and was fucking with you.
When do I have to leave?
Yeah. Damn it. I'm all spooked now.
Time to go now.
Also,
I'm all
this fucking
spooked now.
chain
Damn
door
it.
puzzle was one that flummoxed me for a long time because I really thought I had to put the chain on one of the rockets to get greater leverage. I understood.
Swing rockets.
I understood. This is a ride that turns. I have this enormous chain. There's this door here.
Douglas.
You hurt?
I can't move my right leg. I think it's broken.
I'll call an ambulance.
How will you teach me how to Dougie now?
Yeah, where are you going to call one from, and where is it going to come here from?
You old fool! Getting yourself hurt like that?
Sorry.
Why did you have to do that for me? What'll I do if you die?
What'll we do if this god thing gets born?
Come on. How powerful could a god from a dump like this be? I'm sure it'll be no big deal.
something's gonna happen.
Who knows? Maybe we'd all be better off if it did.
But if this is how I got him Mercy Axe, I don't want to see any more of him. That's a pretty good reason to risk my life, don't you think? Plus, I'm just an old fool, right?
You think you're Superman or something?
You know, I always wanted to be him. Besides,
Yeah?
I want to help you out.
You don't have to feel responsible. I know it's not your fault.
You remind me of my son.
You said nobody was going to cry for you.
Dead people don't cry. Stupid kid got himself shot robbing a bank.
But why?
Maybe because his pop was a penniless good-for-nothing. Who knows? Anyway, now I guess I'll never find out. Sorry. I shouldn't have said you reminded me of a guy like you.
Well, maybe if you had compared me to your daughter. Listen, I'll take care of the rest. You stay here and I'll be back when it's over.
You'll be okay by yourself.
Hey, no problem. Besides, my dad's not around anymore, so only I can do this. What are you doing?
Maybe killing you here is the only way to end this nightmare.
Yeah, you might be right.
Upon a third viewing of that cutscene, I realized that the dialogue doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I think I just like it because the conviction and like the actual like the acting is very good. And it supports the couple of lines that are.
Yeah, I mean, what a lot of this game does is. One of the reasons I really like this game best of all the Silent Hills is that the dialogue is very effective at talking around points that both people have come to realize without being explicit about them.
Mm-hmm. That's also kind of a thing that this scene conveys is that Douglas is now the father that Heather can't have.
Mm-hmm.
When she asked why his son robbed the bank, I was tempted, Manda, but I didn't.
Thank you, James.
I'm missing something. What is
Only
what is
3 foreskin jokes per episode.
Oh, I see.
What the hell bank was he robbing?
Sperm bank.
Yeah.
They don't keep foreskins there.
Well, that's why he had to learn that the hard way. Like.
Oh fuck! Oh, it's a really good cutscene. I'm glad we experienced that
like
together.
Oh, yeah, now we get Douglas's diary. I also like that
Douglas's diarrhea.
It's poop or foreskins, Manda.
Don't make me make this
Gillespie
choice.
7 dead in fire. Links the current case to be investigated. Priority low. Using alias Heather. Neighbors do not know her real name. What is she hiding?
What is her hair hiding under all that bleach?
Secrets.
So many.
Roots.
Now, I can't remember. I think there's more parts to this. Yeah, there we go. 24 years old. Client says looks 17. Plausible. Lived in Portland until 12 years ago. Got wrapped up in a murder case. Harry shot suspect. All right, so this is the yeah. So this is where we get the final couple ties to Silent Hill 1.
And it's also
Yeah.
probably where Claudia learned how to find. I don't know. Oh
I
God!
don't even
Nice.
think. I don't even think.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even think Claudia figured that out. It seems like that was all Douglas's research. He is a private investigator.
Here it does sort of seem to fit.
Peeking.
Like someone peeking in my brain.
Peek on.
Ugh. Ugh.
Peeking
Someone
pie.
putting someone putting peekins in my pie.
Ugh.
Sam, it's
Ugh.
gonna be okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just.
What is going on?
He's spooked. He's scared.
I just spooked myself.
He's
and so I'm
scared.
just.
Don't worry. We'll do something happy after this.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get out of this hellhole.
Yeah.
It'll be
Super
great.
well.
Climb into a new hellhole.
Oh man, entertain the internet without me for a second.
What? No, god damn it, Manda.
Snow White
All right,
and the
oh
Two
man,
Dwarf.
adventures and puzzles. Good thing I grabbed all the shit before I moved on.
Alright, so who knows any jokes? Manda's the funny one.
You hear that, James? Your position has been usurped.
Oh. That's all I had.
Oh, good. And now I get the
No,
clues.
now it's time to step up.
Also, then I get the clues to solve the puzzle after I've already solved the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
What? Why
Of
Snow
course.
White have a doll head?
Because it's about the shape and size of an apple.
I guess.
And because Silent Hill.
Like that could be an apple.
You could be an apple.
Your face could be an apple. That's modern art. Surrealist art. What am I talking about?
Yeah,
Says
I'm
in
back.
the puzzle
What's art?
plum.
there's the dragon that guards the
Nothing.
treasure chest.
Nothing is
Okay.
art, Amanda.
Nothing is art. Art does
just-
not exist.
Damn
Look
it.
there.
Art is just two people rolling around on a bedsheet covered in shit.
Video games will never be art.
Art is a girl stuffing SpaghettiOs into her vagina.
Oh god, please never remind me of that ever again.
Oh,
I can't remember. What was she saying when she did that?
I don't know, some sort of
no,
poem.
Nope.
Some sort of
Nope.
babbling
For some
poem.
reason, I thought she was talking backwards because that
Something
would
like that.
complete the nonsense.
Yeah.
That sounds
damn
both
it.
disgusting and inefficient.
Yes.
I don't know
God
which
damn
is
it.
worse.
Yes.
God
I
fucking damn.
I actually had a friend who went to maybe I shouldn't say the college. I had a friend who went to go visit an art
I had a friend
college.
who went to a college.
She went to go visit an art college because she was interested in going there. And we have a friend that teaches there, so she went to go up and visit her and everything. And she was looking at some of the exhibits, and on one of them there was a senior exhibit that was hanging, and it was a lot of like gray papers with like these splotches on them and everything. And she was just like, she's like, maybe it has something to do with rain, because that was definitely like the feeling she got from it. And
Nope.
she went to go look at the title, and his series was called Spit and Semen.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Gray streaks.
Also, man,
Just-
there's this area full of healing supplies with relative calm leading up to this set piece.
Can't be a boss fountain. No way.
You say can't be a
Those-
boss fountain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a well-known
That's
thing
a-
in video
that's a-
games.
Term. Do you not know what boss fountains are?
Man, Meat Horse.
It's the room
Apparently,
before the
meat
boss with all
horses.
the items.
Well, it's speculated that all of the meat horses are supposed to be Huey the horse.
Well, sure.
Oh,
Please stop
great.
hitting the horse.
No, don't
I have to hit
stop.
the horse because they're spraying poison gas.
Also, yay, Calliope music.
Yeah, I mean, what else are you gonna get?
Hey, wait a minute. This is very similar to a Deadly Premonition scene.
Who did it better?
Calliope music and all.
I mean, if it's on a carousel, like Calliope music's kind of the bread and butter of carousels.
But it wasn't on a carousel.
Did you have to kill a bunch of horses that were going up and down?
No, but you had to mess with a tree to stop the poison gas from happening.
Yeah, that sounds like deadly premonition.
Also, having to stop something to stop an event that kills you is not a unique trait.
Poison gas is a bit less common though. You can minimalize it until it makes it not make sense anymore. All you like.
Merry-go-rounds are just creepy in general. Like, even without all the meat and flesh, like, merry-go-rounds are terrifying.
Yeah.
Just horses frozen with a death
yep,
expression, poles jammed through their backs.
Yep.
Really great artistry, though. Like, finely carved.
Finely
lovingly.
carved hunks of meat.
Yeah.
If you close your eyes, it's a Zelda minigame.
Calliope music and all.
I think the screaming horse noises kind of ruin that aspect.
That's Epona. Stop using the carrots.
Like how one of them had like a nail in his head.
It's like, oh, there we go. That's the one I missed.
Good job. Oh.
Hey, it's that effect again.
Mm-hmm.
You beat the boss.
Totally.
Jumanji sounds.
Also, now they're all cult horses.
I see more like body bags.
And then slowed down Tarzan
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah. Heather's visit to darkest Africa.
Nah, Savannah.
No.
No, it's brightest Africa.
What
Also,
about
I'm
that dark
definitely
shadowy place?
hearing my downstairs neighbors move a shit ton of furniture.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, Z fighting on cult horse.
Don't worry about it. That one might actually be X fighting.
So one thing that's also super interesting. So we are now fighting the memory of Alessa, which is it's interesting that this borrows some of things from character's model, or from Heather's character model. I butchered that, but her hair is dark. You can actually see her whole face, and part of it is actually like kind of rotting off. But then her moveset is largely the moves of the nurses from the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Look out, that horse is part wiggler.
All Jacob's ladder up in here.
Yep.
This is great, actually.
This is
Yeah,
also
no, this is amazing.
also
This is also the part of the game where I would be handing off the controller super hard.
This
Oh,
is yeah.
come
This
on,
is a
it's
super.
fine.
This is a super cool little boss sequence because it's just you're in a super confined space that has a lot going on.
Another great part I love about it is that it's an elevator.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you look at the
Oh, I never
wall-
noticed it was going down.
You're going
yeah,
down.
That's the point.
Yelling timber.
Damn it.
We're gonna
Also,
move. We better dance.
need I remind any of us about what this scene looks like in the movie?
Yeah, I know. Remember how great this part is in the movie?
Yep.
So
And
also
what
now
comes after this?
So the second wave here, Heather, the memory of Alessa has a pistol. So this is why this area is filled with a lot of strategic cover points. Because you got to get up in her grill so that she will just pistol whip you and not try and shoot you.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Silent Hill, with its mystical power of gun.
Hey,
And
at
gun!
the end, they're super effective.
Yes, if there's anything Silent Hill is, it's pragmatic.
Yeah, no kidding. And efficient, and not roundabout in any way,
Nothing
shape, or
about
form.
this is overwrought in any sense.
Evil gods and cults gotta keep up with the times. If guns are where it's at and killing technology, then guns are what we get, okay?
Also, you can see my blocking game is mostly on point here.
Mostly. They mostly block at night.
And yeah,
Mostly.
sometimes I get hit because Alessa's timing is weird. She will sometimes just sit there, and when you think she's
Yeah,
going
I
to
mean,
attack,
she's
she
been
doesn't.
sitting inside you for 17 years. God. Come on, no one left.
Oh no, she has a pipe. This is more effective than a gun.
I wouldn't drink out of that pipe either.
I bet she would.
Is there a pipe you would drink out of?
Yes, I have on many occasions.
But directly
His
from
famous
it.
Missing-
drinking pipe.
I mean, in a sense, a water fountain is a pipe.
In a sense, any faucet is a pipe.
Yes, that
Yeah,
is
and I
what I
wouldn't
mean.
drink out of them.
In a sense, my dick is a pipe.
I mean,
wouldn't
it
drink
is.
from that
yeah,
one.
it's a weird flesh pipe. I drink out that pipe.
I don't have a cap for it either.
Episode 9, no room for foreskin.
I'm gonna put up a small memo here because I don't want to discuss it on recording because it'll just take too long. I'll put in a small memo somewhere in this episode that says what the hell we're talking about because
If we
it
start
may not.
talking about the whole foreskin gate, then we'll this will be the whole episode and part of the next one too.
Just
mean
link
circumgazi?
to Amanda's post on it.
Hey, wanna know the sad part? This is the most relevant Silent Hill related thing that's happened the last year or so.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. What about that pachinko machine,
Hit
guys?
the lever.
Pyramid Head, 10 points.
I now know what it's like to be a Sonic the Hedgehog fan, just constantly filled with
I
disappointment.
know. I don't think you do.
No.
Now, we're just waiting
No.
for the Silent Hill Dreams collection now.
You mean I
guess
should get rid of this
Homecoming was
Pyramid Head
our
tattoo?
Sonic 06.
I think every Tom Hewlett game was our Sonic 06.
Okay, all right. For the record,
I'm not even
I
mad.
think we need to stop picking on Tom Hewlett.
Yeah.
Because it has come to my attention that Tom Hewlett is not directly responsible for Silent Hill going to shit.
It is
And
a
that
number of
it-
things. Honestly,
and
I'm
that
just more mad at Konami in
Tom
general.
Hewlett just kind of got the shaft because he was the one in charge.
I'm just mad at Konami. I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed in Konami in general.
Konami.
Konami-kun.
Dead.
But let's just enjoy it. Let's just enjoy the good things while we're here. It's so good.
Oh yeah, there's also a
She's
thing
so
here
dead.
that there's also a curious part here. Well, let's see. I forgot I had a lot more written down for that fight.
Is it a curious
I would
case
be
of...
myself. Be better for myself when I die. After all, there's nothing to be afraid of. That child, that demon. When I think of the endless pain it will bring when it is birthed, I decided instead of the suffering and cruelty I endured in that sick room, that I would bestow a more gentle and peaceful death on myself. Why do I exist? I never thought of myself as such a fool. Alessa. So, yeah. And Alessa and Heather are one and the same.
Hooray, in case you hadn't guessed it up to this point.
You know what? I don't think you and I are. So there's a couple things that are interesting. That there's a certain level of conflict from the original game, in that that was part of the reason that Cheryl went to Silent Hill, because they both had different ideas. Cheryl and Alessa had different ideas about the god, and they kind of split apart. Heather is sort of all of the good parts of Alessa, and the memory is the evil, as it were. And suddenly, now that she's killed and they've sort of reunited, now Heather will start remembering everything about Alessa. Squishy.
Well, it's
also, one
it's not
thing that's
necessarily
curious,
that
and this
Heather
may or may not be
forgot,
relevant, there
yeah.
are 4 forms for the memory of Alessa, which may be relevant in Japanese, the word for 4 is she, which is also synonymous for death.
But this is Silent Hill 3.
Well, you hear about Walter Sullivan many, many times.
I know.
Stained by the evils of our world, we hold our sorrows within us. Only you can heal these wounds. Each morning, afternoon, evening, and night, we call out your name and pray for the day of the miraculous descent.
Capitalized.
Yes, it's almost like that's an event.
So, do you think it'd be reading too much into it to think that maybe each of those forms represent one of the prayers? I don't know.
No, not at all. I think that's pretty explicit.
I don't know, night is my submachine gun time.
Yeah, in the morning you have a knife, in the afternoon you have a gun. It's this riddle of the Sphinx all over again.
What carries a knife by morning, a gun by afternoon, a pipe by evening, and a submachine gun at night?
This really
An
weird goat.
American.
If you replaced all 4 of those with AR-15, you'd be correct.
I dream of a day
excuse
where
me. You do not sit down to breakfast with an AR-15.
Oh my
You
goodness.
sit down to breakfast with a Glock or a 45 or something a little more respectable. A little more portable. You don't want to be sitting there eating your Cheerios with a fucking AR-15 strapped to you. Like, no one wants that.
Well, yeah, the AR-15 gets its own Cheerios. It's got to have a healthy breakfast for a good day of shooting.
I dream of the day where you can go through a drive-thru, buy whiskey, an AR-15, and heroin, and use them all before you get home.
If it'll
I think
happen
there was
anywhere, it'll
one of the
happen here
most telling
first.
signs of the nation right now is my dad got a hobby drone yesterday, which he had to register, and an AR-15 that he did not.
Yes. Did you see the thing about somebody's been training falcons to shoot down or to attack and kill drones?
The video is over.
Anyway, good
It's
night,
the most
Internet.
American thing I think you
Good
could have
night.
said.
Good night, America.
Good night, America. Remember baseball?
I'm stopping.